everyone, and welcome to This Generation. My name is Steve Barnes. I'm filling in for Bethany Stanley. She'll be back next week. On this week's show, we visit Tatitlek, Alaska, where Jeannie Green will tell us all about the new youth center. Stay tuned.
When I was using drugs, I felt trapped. I felt alone and unaccepted by everyone because I didn't accept myself. But now that I'm boxing, I feel powerful, and I know that I can do anything I put my mind to. I can let out any frustrations or any problems that I have inside myself. I just feel so comfortable and so, free. I feel free.
Located on the mainland in the Prince William Sound, Tatitlek sits on the northeast shore of the Tatitlek Narrows, with the pristine backdrop of Copper Mountain. The village originally stood at the head of Gladhaw Bay, but was moved to its present site in the early 1900s. Tatitlek is an Alutiiq village with a fishing and subsistence-based culture. There is also a local oyster farming operation that provides some employment in the village. It's the kind of place where you feel safe and at home, a place where people take the time of day to stop and ask you how you're doing. It's a place where the kids come first, and education is priority number one.
The community in Tatitlek is a real tight-knit group, real involved in the school. It's a unique school process, or I guess planning process for the school, because the community is really involved. A few years ago, they started a process in the Chugach School District called Voyage to Excellence. And in the Voyage to Excellence, all the stakeholders have a voice. And by stakeholders, I mean the students, the parents, the community members, the school board, and all the members of the district, teachers and staff. And they all came together in a series of meetings up here at the school in Tatitlek to determine a course to take over the succeeding years. And they came up with a focus area for Tatitlek. The focus area is character development. And that includes things like student communication, contact with the community, things like that. And they've been real focused on achieving those goals. But
Tatitlek is also a dry community, and that fact alone is a big part of the reason why this community works so well together.
Tatitlek is a beautiful place. I mean, it's safe for kids here. That's about it. I mean, they have a good educational program. I mean, going to school here is easy because we don't have grades, we have levels. Levels are a lot easier than grades because you can finish your levels early and you can graduate early.
What Devon Totemoff is referring to is the Chugach District Model.
This is the Chugach School District. It's a standard-based system. We have a developmental report card. So there's 3 classes here at Tatitlek Community School. And in each class, there's a variety of grades. So in my high school, I have 9th through 12th grade, and each student is at a different level of performance. The beauty of the system is that the student, based on their strengths, can progress in a certain standard area, and others, they may not be doing so well, but we try to focus on their strengths. So what it does is it individualizes the education for every student. The Chugach District this year won an award that's called the Malcolm Baldridge National Quality Award, and traditionally it's been in the business sector. There's been an education category that's been available or open since 1999, but as of yet, until this year, no school systems have been deemed worthy of receiving the award. So this year there were 3 schools, including us, 3 school-related organizations, Chugach School District being one of them, that received it.
An award that will be presented to a representative of the district by President Bush himself.
They're looking at excellence in quality, and they're looking all around the board at things from leadership to strategic planning and stakeholder focus. And what they're doing is they're trying to find someone who can be a model for other schools in the country, and we're real happy that they awarded it to us this year.
But it's not the lack of a good education or the lack of attention that wears upon these young people. It's the boredom that gets to these kids. But at the same time, it's boredom that keeps these kids busy braving Heart Attack Hill.
Oh! Nothing's bad about living here. I guess it just gets boring.
It's hard. It's even hard for some people to get a job here because there's not many places to work.
It's a big problem around here. Yeah, if I'm not down here with the kids, then they're up at my house with me. I'm around them a lot.
She's here all the time. She's part of the community, so basically she's a 24-hour YDS.
Not only to eliminate boredom for them, it eliminates boredom for me. They come to the house and play games. We play Pictionary or charades or bake. They do a lot of stuff at the house.
But on this day, students were busy down at the youth center filling out applications for financial aid.
Difference is that for 20 years I've been thinking one thing and
Well, not everyone was busy. These kids have a place of their own, and that gives them a sense of ownership and a sense of responsibility that they will take with them out into the world.
It's a good place to keep us busy, to have a place to come where we can be around, all the other kids.
It gives us something to do, and we're not always staying home doing nothing. And it's good for the kids here.
I always come down here to play pool. Sometimes I would sleep over down here and sleep out at other places, other people's houses. Go training, go fishing in wintertime.
Herman Geffe Jr. is part of the Youth Opportunity Program in Tatitlek. The Youth Opportunity Program is a nationwide program that helps prepare kids for the future by providing them with information, resources, and the skills necessary to succeed in the workforce of the 21st century. It's a program that is currently working in 45 sites across the state of Alaska.
A positive impact with the community support. The more support from the community, it works really well. The school is really helpful in making this program work because we work together hand in hand. The program complements exactly what they're doing. They're actually one step ahead of us, and working with the school and partnering up with the school and the community, the tribal councils, it moves the program forward with the kids, reaching their levels. We're going to be able to help them reach their levels at a quicker pace. They can be in 9th grade and 10th grade and graduated with the help of the program.
Everyone 14 through 21 is enrolled here. It says a lot. They're interested. They're interested in what the program has to offer.
Renae Totemoff is the Youth Development Specialist for the program in Tatitlek. Growing up here, she knows the importance of this program in a village of just over 100 people.
I want them to get out. I want them to go see new places and not get stuck here. And personally, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my daughter. And That's one thing it stops them from doing, making babies.
Tatitlek Youth Opportunity Center grand opening. Center grand opening.
These youth had their hands full getting ready for the grand opening of the Youth Opportunity Center, which has been a place of relaxation and recreation for these kids since its creation. But it's also been an invaluable resource to these young people, offering skills and opportunities that will help structure their futures. During the summer, 7 of the youth enrolled in the program were receiving work experience in the village through the program.
We had 7 kids working. We had one down the council doing filing and all the business stuff, and then we had the other kids. They do trash, pick up trash from the village for those that don't have their own transportation, and they'd go and help elders.
Mop back there, the room right over there.
So they cleaned the beach, they cleaned up the village, they did a lot, and at the community they miss it. They miss the kids doing all that. It really helped out, and the kids had fun. They especially liked it when their paycheck came in.
We helped the elders and we did trash and village stuff. Well, they can't really do it themselves, so it makes me feel pretty good that I can help them and do as much as I can to make their life better.
Oh, we think it's a really neat thing. You know, it helps us a lot. They come over, and if we're too tired, you know, they get right in, do the dishes, and mop and sweep up the floors, do laundry. And I think it's really good for us elders.
It's good for the village. It's good for the people. They get around, they get to know their kids a little bit. They get to be around the young people.
And they're really good housekeepers, and they do a really good job. So we're really pleased with them.
They showed up on time. Sometimes they were here before me. They were pretty excited to work, and they really did a good job.
Tanya Totemoff works part-time at the Tribal Council, sorting and filing paperwork and mail that comes in. She is also the president of the Youth Council and is a leader amongst her peers. Tanya has big plans for her future after she graduates from high school.
I plan to go to college to study international relations, and then I might apply for the Peace Corps and serve my 2 years doing that. And then after that, I'd be able to apply, and it'd be easier to get a job as an ambassador to a foreign country, or else a politician because I'm good at talking. Dance group? Well, I've been with a dance group for 8 years now, and for the past 2 years I've been teaching the dances and keeping it going. We don't have an instructor anymore, and someone who from the community that comes up there and has practice and, you know, does all this stuff with us. So I'm loud and I know what I'm talking about, and I can relate to people good, and so I just kind of, the teacher said, do you want to do it? And so I said, sure, I'll do it.
Yeah, Tanya Totemoff is a committed student, very bright, intelligent. She'd make a good politician someday. She'd be good at what she chose to do. She's been here in Tatitlek her whole life, and she's seen the Chugach model shift from regular grades and so forth over to the standards-based system that it is now. So she can speak to that really well. She's very outspoken, well articulated, and she's in her senior year here at Tatitlek. She's on sort of an independent study this year. You know, at the school, here. She's played a leadership role in things from the Alutiiq dancers to the Christmas program, to the Halloween program, all sorts of extracurricular activities. She's really been involved in the planning processes that need to happen.
It's fun. Some of the songs are hard to learn, but we learn them, and when people want us to dance, we just do it for them. And there's big people like important people. When they come into the village, people ask us to dance for them. And we do.
I like everything about it. It's fun to do, and you get to learn new songs about our culture, and it's really fun.
Like a lot of the kids in Tatitlek, Teresa Totemoff occupies her time with many of the things that the school and the Youth Opportunity Center offer. She is involved with the Alutiiq Dance Group and also the Native Youth Olympics.
Stay tuned for more of this generation. Go Desmond!
Bye, Dad. Bye, Junior.
From generation to generation, the passing down of tradition has been the native way.
You never eat snow because it'll get you tired.
Survival in the Alaska wilderness depends on one's knowledge of ancient native secrets.
Nowadays we carry this. Always carry it next to your body. It's water.
Purity guaranteed. Aquafina.
I chose to play the game. It didn't choose me. Sure, things weren't always easy.
Friends, fighting, school, drugs.
But the game taught me the fundamentals of life.
Honesty, teamwork, trust.
I knew drugs, even weed, would get in the way. Football, my anti-drug. Now I'm the teacher.
First thing on our agenda is talking about fundraising.
As president of the Youth Council, Tanya has her hands full, balancing her education with her recreational activities and council responsibilities. At this Youth Council meeting, they were discussing a variety of topics that would help achieve their goals.
And then we can make a list of stuff we need for the bake sale. We're planning just fundraisers to get stuff here that we need that we want. We're planning to have a bake sale, and we're dinner to your door, and opening a little store, community store, and we're planning on getting trash cans on the side of the road so people don't just throw your trash all over the place.
Also planning to be ready to compete in this year's Native Youth Olympics, which takes a great amount of dedication and practice. It's a demanding schedule that takes up most of their day, but these kids are up to the challenge.
I've been doing this since I was in the 7th grade, so I know what's going on, and I know the events, and I know what kids should be doing to prepare for the events. Oh, they're all hard in different ways, but I think the hardest one, the one nobody here can do, is one hand reach. You have to balance on one arm, your whole body, reach up and touch the ball, and no one can do it here.
These different events have been around for centuries and are directly correlated with the native way of living, from the stick pull.
Gotta be strong, gotta have a good grip and a strong back, and two people, one holds on the inside, one holds on the outside, and you pull it and try to pull it away from the other person. You would go best 2 out of 3. The reason that's in the native games is because that's how That's how they used to practice. They tie a rope onto it and onto a hook or something, or when they harpoon their seal, and the seal would be tied onto that stick, and they'd have to pull it back, pull it up through the ice.
Or the Alaskan high kick.
You start at, a certain 36 inches, whatever, I don't know what the number is, and every time you kick the ball, you get 3 chances to kick the ball at, and you kick it and you raise it 4 inches every time, and you try to get as high. It's, see how high you can get it. Scissors broad jump, and that was, it's just a game turned from hopping on the ice from different ice chunks.
Or this strange looking event.
I think they were just showing off.
And the seal hop, which requires a huge amount of
endurance, strength, everything. You gotta be your whole body has to, it seriously works your whole body to do it.
The youth of Tatitlek are living proof that staying away from alcohol, keeping busy, and staying focused on your future is crucial to succeeding in life. For many of these kids, the future is an open road, and they're shifting into 4th gear.
I do plan on moving out of the village because there's not very much for me here for my future. I mean, I can't be a doctor here. I can be a teacher, but I want to, travel to different places and see different cultures and meet new people. I don't want to stay here in this village all my life.
Take advantage of this program, because it'll really help you. I mean, you'll learn all the things you need to learn for your future. I mean, not everything, but it'll teach you job skills and dependability, and it'll teach you, it'll provide you opportunities. I mean, you can just sit around and do nothing, but with a program like this, you can learn the things that you need to learn to do something with your life.
I think what we need to work on more is that we hear a lot of the kids, we want to go, but the community really needs these kids. So what we would work on is the kids that do want to stay, helping them be successful here, being able to live here and still, have this personal satisfaction that they're doing what they want to do. Being able to do that, because it doesn't happen that way in a community. You can't just, in a community like Tatitlek, you can't just say, I want to be a doctor. You're going to be a health aide, but we want them to strive to be successful with whatever they want to be. And also with the kids that do want to go, we want them to be comfortable with being able to leave a small community and be successful as well in Anchorage, any other big city that they would want to go to.
Thanks to the Youth Opportunity Program and the Tatitlek Community School, the youth of this village will have a fighting chance to succeed in the uncertain future.
Joanna, let me deal with this. Luke, I want a word with you. Running Bear, go home. Grandson, you can't be practicing this unnecessary violence. You can't be hurting somebody just for the sake of hurting them. You must let your heart guide you.
What do you mean, Grandfather?
The way of the warrior is to protect. It's not to practice unnecessary violence. This violence could hurt the ones that you love later on in life. You must learn this now, while you're young, while you still have a chance. The warrior's path is a spiritual path, and when you're on that path, you must learn to protect those you love, your family, and all of society. That is the path I'm talking about. Let your heart guide you.
Look what I found, man. I'll start doing that. I'll start talking about that. Sounds cool. I didn't think that. His ass, man. Oh, go, man. Go, man.
Grandson, the way of the warrior is a spiritual path.
Oh, I see him.
To follow this path, you must live in balance with all things.
Oh, I see him.
To be in balance, you must live in harmony with all people.
Oh, I see him.
Violence pulls you off this path.
Oh, I see him.
I'm Steve Barnes. You've been watching This Generation. Bethany Stanley will be back next week. Thanks so much for watching.